What's up, DC Nation? Back to another Strange Adventures review, guys. Today we're checking out issue number 4, and as you guys know, so far in this series, what we've been seeing is Adam Strange. She's the main character, right? And we've seen flashbacks drawn by Evan Doc Shanner, where we see Adam Strange on Rann. He's trying to protect Rann from the Pikes. He's teamed up with the Helltats. Last issue, we saw him fight off against one of the Helltats fighters to pretty much team up with them, but they had to have a duel, and he won. So now it's Rann and the Helltats against the Pikes. So you think they may have the upper hand, right? We actually pick up there at the beginning of this issue. Before we start, guys, we also got Miss Terrific, who's been investigating Adam Strange, because something bad happened. A guy actually died, and people think it was Adam Strange. He's not the hero that everybody thinks he is, but they need somebody to investigate Adam Strange that's not close to him, somebody that wouldn't be biased, and Miss Terrific is perfect for that. Batman's biased, Superman's biased, but Miss Terrific doesn't really know Adam Strange at all. But in this issue, we actually dive deeper with Miss Terrific actually going to Rann. He actually travels all the way to Rann to really get to the bottom of this case. But yes, how this issue opens up, we see Adam Strange, right? And we see him actually blow up a ship, and you see him say that, okay fellows, we have 30 seconds. We need to run, and we need to take down as many Pikes as we can before they take us down. When we see him, he runs up a hill. He's like, "For Rann," and he keeps saying, "For Rann," and behind him you hear more people saying, "For Rann." It's a whole different army of Adam Strange and the Helltats. They're running, and you see Adam Strange attacking. He's fighting off against the Pikes. The Pikes have these big guns, guys, huge guns. They're taking down the Helltats. And Adam Strange's like, "We're almost there. Keep going. Don't give up." But we see him slowly disappearing. His Zeta beam, which got him to Rann, just goes out. He disappears. And now the Helltats are alone against the Pikes. And we'll see what happens to them at the end of the issue. We see Adam Strange, he gets to Earth, and then we switch to Mr. Terrific. Mr. Terrific is traveling to Rann, right? And he's coming upon the planet, and he gets access to the planet, gets in, and he's expecting to meet with the minister, the main leader of this planet, which is Sardath. But instead he meets up with the right-hand person, the right-hand woman of the job, which is Cardath. Now he gets down there, she welcomes him, and says, "Oh, you're actually here to look into some things, because you're investigating. Well, my name's Cardath, I'll walk you through this. And by the way, you're actually the first man from Earth who has traveled all the way to here, other than Adam Strange, of course." Now, Mr. Terrific is like, "Wait, where's Sardath?" And she's like, "Well, he's actually doing some stuff to actually help out the planet. Well, I know, don't worry, I could provide all your needs that you pretty much came here for." And Mr. Terrific's like, "Can you?" And she's like, yeah. I actually have all the files. I have access to the Rann files, so you can go through all this stuff, all the big stories with Adam Strange." And it's like, "Wait, can I go through the Pike files?" And she's like, "No, we actually can't translate those, so we don't give them to you." Which is kinda suspicious, alright? Come on. You, Mr. Terrific, shows up to the planet, you're like, "Hey, I need to investigate some files, check them out." And she's like, "Oh, we'll give you half of the files. The other half, we can't translate, so we can't give to you." So you're probably thinking wait, in Mr. Terrific's case, wait, I'm guessing they're kind of playing me. Because if you think about the Rann files are going to be more biased, right? They're probably like, "Oh, we love Adam Strange." But what about the Pike files? They may have a different perspective that you can't find. But obviously the Rannian people, or Carnav or Sarnath, will not say, they won't tell Mr. Terrific, "Yeah, check out this other perspective." They're like, "No, let's hide that and show them the best stuff." Now Mr. Terrific's like, "Okay, whatever. Show me the files and let's get to it." Now they get in the ship, they start going to this one place. But Sarnath actually calls in, and he's like, "Hey, is this Michael?" And Mr. Terrific's like, "Yeah, where are you?" He's like, "Oh, I'm actually doing a meeting, trying to discuss some land, with pretty much everybody, with the different leaders around this planet. I'm sorry I'm not there, but I just want to tell you something. And I know that I'm actually the father-in-law to Adam Strange, and I'm kind of biased, but I always try to give my best honesty. I'm the leader of this planet, so I'm always honest to my people. I'll be honest to you too." Now Mr. Terrific's like, "Alright, go ahead." And he's like, "Well, I think that once you read those documents, you'll see that Adam Strange is the hero. He defended Rann, he helped out, and you'll see he's the greatest man I ever knew. And I hope you see that too, Michael." And Mr. Terrific's like, "Yeah, we'll see. But I gotta check out those files first." Now we then shift and we see Adam Strange. He shows up to talk with Hal Jordan. And Hal Jordan shows up in his Green Lantern costume. I actually like all these guest stars in this whole series. I really like this one. This actual scene is really good. We see him meet up, they meet up in the bar, right? And Adam Strange's like, "Oh, so what'd you find out?" Hal Jordan's like, "Well, So I talked with the Guardians of the Universe, and the whole motive, like pretty much what Adam Strange wants to do, is get back to Rann. He wants to protect his people because he disappeared. He went gone, alright? And we find out more about that later in the issue, but here he's trying to get access to Rann quick enough because his Zeta Beam will be back in a week, but maybe the Guardians of the Universe can help get him back to Rann quick enough. But Hal Jordan is trying to give him permission. What he tells Adam Strange, like, I'm sorry, but I couldn't get permission from the Guardians of the Universe because they told me that Rann and the Pikes, they're pretty much neutral right now. They're not in war, they're not doing bad, but if you come back, then it'll trigger that war. It'll not go so well. And Adam Strange's like, well, the Pikes are bad, they're evil. Why are you trying to pretty much, it's not neutral at all. The Guardians of the Universe do not know. And Hal's like, I'm sorry, Adam, but I can't do nothing about that. I can't just lead you to there and go against the Guardians of the Universe. That's not my job. And Adam Strange's like, man, out of all this time, I thought you were a friend, Hal Jordan. That's my kid. That's my wife. They're all there. I left all my people behind. I left Rann behind. And he's like, man, I've always been wrong about you. I thought you were my friend, Hal Jordan. But instead, you're just a Green Lantern. You just go by the job, like pretty much the rules of the Guardians of the Universe. You won't help me out. And Hal's like, Adam, please don't go. And Adam's like, screw you, Lantern. So he just like pretty much pushes him away. Adam Strange's like, hey, you're not gonna give me what I want, then screw you. So he ends that bond with Hal Jordan, and then we shift and he actually goes to Superman. Alright, yeah, he goes to Superman, but it actually doesn't show it real quickly. We see Adam Strange on like the moon, and you see like Superman actually fight off against like these Mongol different henchmen, right? Like these Mongol people sent by Mongol, because Mongol in War World is actually coming to attack Earth. So Superman's he's getting ready for that, right? But Adam Strange's like, man, I tried talking to Hal, my kid, Rann, my wife, they're all dead. I need to save them. Do you understand? And Superman's like, I understand that. And Superman's talking to Adam Strange while he's fighting off against these Mongols, right? But we have Adam Strange saying, yeah, and Hal, he's just so political. He's into this whole Guardians of the Universe saying, I need help though. I need to get back to Rann so I can protect them. Superman, can you do that? He looks up to Superman, and Superman actually says, yeah, I talked to Hal, but let me tell you about something. And he beat like the Mongols, he actually put the American flag there, which I thought that was pretty cool. But we see Superman talk to Adam Strange, he's like, I can't do it. War World is almost here and Earth needs to be protected. If I leave for just 2 days, Earth will be vulnerable and it may be attacked and destroyed, and I can't have that happen. Adam Strange's like, but my kid, Rann, I need to protect him. I pledged to pretty much protect him. Same as you pledged to protect Earth. Same as you pledged to protect the universe, Superman. And Superman's like, yes, I'm supposed to protect the universe. But that also means making hard choices. That I have to choose between different planets. And I have to protect Earth. I need to protect different planets around here. Rann is so far off. It's so far that it'll take me 2 days to get you over there and 2 days back. And by the time I get back, things can be in chaos. And I can't have that happen. And Adam Strange's like, really? It's like, why would you not help me? And that's when he punches Superman because he's angry. Nobody will help Adam Strange. But it makes sense. Like, Superman needs to protect Earth. Green Lantern's going by his code. They can't just go against everything they stand for just to help out Adam Strange. But at the same time, I get where Adam is coming from because he's like, he thinks these people are his friends, that they'll go the extra mile for him. But what we see here is Adam Strange punches Superman, and Superman's like, Adam, you broke your hand. And Adam's like, yeah, I see that. He's all mad, you know? But we shift to Mr. Terrific, he's back on Rann, right? He's going through the files, and he goes up to the person who I kind of call like a librarian. He's just there, he's listening to some music. He's listening to like the most popular song in the whole planet. Mr. Terrific's like, hey, are you gonna listen? And the guy's like, oh, sorry, I was just listening to some music. It's been great having you here this week. Do you have any questions? And Mr. Terrific's like, yeah, I actually have some questions. So I've been going through the Rannian files, which they're great, yeah, I like them. But I like to go through the Pike files. Can you give me access to those? And the guy's like, well, I don't know if anybody told you this, but we can't translate those. So it's kind of useless. And I'm not going to give them to you if you can't really read them at all. And he's like, it's impossible. Mr. Terrific is like, well, I actually studied Pike when I was traveling here, and I kind of know about. So if you give me those, I can translate and actually read through it. He's like, that's impossible. Scholars for decades have been trying to figure this out. And that's when Mr. Terrific goes up to this librarian and he starts speaking Pike. And this librarian is like, what? He's surprised. And then Mr. Terrific says, to translate that, it ain't impossible. Just give me the damn documents so I can check them out. So Mr. Terrific is straight to the point. He's like, give me the documents I can translate them, and that's it. Now, next what we see is Mr. Terrific is just sleeping in his bed, just chilling, like he's been doing a lot of studies, trying to get some sleep, and we have all these soldiers show up and they have guns. So like, Mr. Terrific, you're under arrest, you violate a big code. If you don't go by what we're asking, then there'll be some violence. And Mr. Terrific gets up, he yawns a little bit, he's like, hey, you shouldn't point guns at me. That's when he has all his T-Spears come out, take down all his soldiers. It's a badass moment, guys. Takes out all the soldiers, they get to the ground, and Mr. Terrific just starts singing the song, like the popular song in Rann, as he's putting on his suit, his fair play suit, and it's like, man, this whole plan is messed up, but that song is fire. What we see next, guys, is we have Mr. Terrific actually show up to this whole council meeting. He actually, after he took down all these soldiers, went to one of them and woke him up. He's like, hey, where do I have to go? So he went to the council, he found out about that, and he meets up with Sarnath, right? The guy he wanted to meet up with in the first place. And he meets up with him, and he's like, hey, why'd you call me here? He's like, you violate a code, you're not supposed to be asking about the Pike books, you're not supposed to be trying to read those. And Mr. Terrific says, well, I'm not just gonna go by your bullshit. Like, I'm not gonna try to just read your Rannian books that say, oh, I'm Strange is the hero of two worlds. Just really biased stuff. He's like, I saw a problem and I fixed it. I learned how to translate Pike language so I could read through this stuff. And that's when the Mr. Sarnath is like, hey, you don't have the right. This is my plan, not yours. You go by my rules. You don't get to check out those Pike books. And Mr. Terrific is like, really? I feel like you're lying. Like, you're pretty much hiding this from me. And Sarnath is like, I'm the leader of this plan. You're calling me a liar? And Mr. Terrific then goes up to him. He's like, well, if you're not a liar, then tell me about your granddaughter, Aaliyah Strange. And that's when the Mr. Sarnath slaps Mr. Terrific, which is kind of like a whatever slap, like doesn't really hurt him. That's when Mr. Terrific is like, bitch, you don't slap me. Hits him back and slaps him down. And that one guy, pretty much Sarnath, the Mr. or the leader, is like, did you just touch me? And Mr. Terrific's like, you hit me, you slapped me. So what do you think fair play is? Which I really like. It's Mr. Terrific saying, hey, you slap me, I slap you. It's only logical. And guys, I actually really like this scene. As you can see, because I'm really excited about the scene. Just seeing Mr. Terrific just slap that guy, it just felt like something Mr. Terrific would do, and I feel like the guy deserved it. Like, come on. Mr. Terrific is just doing an investigation, you're trying to figure out things, and you're hiding something from him. Like, really? Why did you do that? That just makes you feel more, like, suspicious. That doesn't look good. But guys, now we shift to the last part of the issue, which we see Adam Strange has finally been a week. His Zeta Beam actually finally transports him back to Rann. He shows up, and he's in this whole field, and all these Helitats are dead. They lost the battle, which shows that they could maybe won if he was there. So now he has his burden, right? But he goes up, he meets up with Elena there, and they're talking. Elena's like, hey, it's great that you're back. And he's like, yeah, but I couldn't get help. I couldn't get help from my friends, my heroes. They couldn't help me out, and all these people died. I pledged to protect this planet, and I couldn't do it. And she's like, don't beat yourself up. Like, the Helitats are in millions. Yes, there's chaos, but they're coming to help us out. We'll actually team up and take down the Pike suit. You just gotta hold out, alright? The Rann needs you right now. And this is not the time for pity. This is the time for war. We want revenge. And what Rann needs right now is Adam Strange. And Adam Strange is looking down, but then he looks up and he's like, alright, let's do this. And that's when we see Adam Strange and Elena, they're just flying through, and she's like, hey, it's good how you back. And Rann, we're gonna save the whole plan, we're gonna do all this. And you see her just going away, and they're actually going off to pretty much carry out another mission to take down the Pikes, right? And this was what they were trying to do in issue number 2. So they're back where they started in a way, but it's good to see like this transition, because now we know that Adam Strange was doing good. He's going to take down the Pikes. Then he got transported back to Earth, and that didn't go so well, because then the Rann and the Helitats were losing, but now he's back, could he actually turn the tide and win the war again? But guys, we also see back on Earth, and this is how the issue ends, we see Elena, she's actually in Mr. Terrific's home. She's like, hey, I heard about what you did. You hit father. That's wrong. You can't do that. And she's like, I know you're trying to find problems with my husband, but you're doing this all wrong. You're not doing good, and you should stay away from Rann. It's not a good place to be. And actually, you should get off Earth, because I don't think people want you here either. And Mr. Terrific's like, why are you actually here? Why are you in my home, and how'd you even get in here? And she's like, well, I'm not leaving anytime soon. But Michael, you're done. You're done with this investigation. And you see her, she's really trying to get Mr. Terrific out of this investigation, because I think they're hiding something. And we see in the final panel, we see Elena from Rann with Adam Strange. She's like, everything for Rann, anything. So it shows that all these different people, Adam Strange, Elena, they'll do anything to protect Rann, even keep secrets. So guys, I'm looking forward to see how this actually develops, this whole story, because it's getting really interesting. So much plot development in this issue. So much stuff going on, and Miss Terrific was written so well by Tom King. Tom King actually did a great job with this issue. I know there's people who don't like Tom King. I don't like some of his work, like Batman, Heroes in Crisis, but like, he's doing a great job with the series. It's actually paced very well so far. I don't feel like there's been any filler, which is good. I hope there's not, because something that Tom King does wrong sometimes is he has a great story, but he stretches it out and makes it kind of boring. But here it's been fast-paced, been a lot going on. I'm really intrigued to figure out what Rann is hiding. Like, what's Adam Strange hiding? Well, actually, I don't think Adam Strange knows. What is Elena hiding? And what will Miss Terrific actually find out? But guys, overall, I'm gonna give this issue a 9 out of 10. I definitely recommend it. It was an awesome issue, and this series keeps getting better and better. But guys, in the comment section below, tell me about this issue. Did you love it? Did you hate it? What was your favorite part of this issue? Was it Miss Terrific going to the librarian and speaking Pike and then saying, hey, it's not impossible, so give me the damn documents? Like, I really like that part. Or was it Miss Terrific when he slapped the mister? Or was it Adam Strange meeting up with Superman or Hal Jordan? You guys tell me your favorite part from this issue down below, and tell me your theories for the the rest of the series. Yeah, because I think we're actually 1/3 through the book now, so it's starting to, we're starting to see more plot development and starting to see some answers. Like, not a lot, but some answers are starting to come out. So that's gonna be really cool. But yeah, guys, like the video, give a big thumbs up. YouTube channel, make subscribe to my next Strange Adventures review. I'm loving this series so far. I'm gonna keep doing the reviews. And yeah, guys, thanks for watching, and peace out.